Howdy folks, Average Joe back for part 6B. This is my field trip here. Now I'm doing the lake. I say lake, but it's more of a pond. Just a small body of water, but it's something I can demonstrate to you. So I'm using actually the exact same setup I was using in the stream. I got my dowel or my reel. I've got a bobber, I've got my leader, and I've got a little bait on the end. Exact same setup for fishing with a bobber off the top of a lake. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. You want to point your dowel out there so the string will come off fairly easy. Throw it out. Okay. Then you turn your reel this. You want to turn it this way. Reel in a little bit of slack, and you watch your bobber. Fortunately, right now we're getting no wind, so you can see the bobber real well. One of the things that I wanted to talk about when someone asked me about the difference between stream and lake fishing is wind. Wind won't affect you a whole lot when you're stream fishing, because first of all, you're not casting out very far. In a stream, it's not going to change waves. In a lake, when the wind's blowing, it'll make waves. Also, when you're casting out, like when I was throwing there, say for instance the wind was blowing out of the north, I just casted into the north. If the wind was blowing this way, I'd have dropped it right there. So that makes it much more difficult to fish a pond or a lake in the wind, where it doesn't affect you a whole lot when you're fishing the stream. It takes a lot of patience when you're fishing like this. You just sit there, you wait for it. If you're not getting any hits after a while, then you want to recast it. So anyway, that's basically how you would fish a lake with off the top with a bobber. You just watch it. If it bobs down, you're getting a hit. It'll bounce down, hence a bobber. And you start reeling in. Not let a little too much slack in there. Look how much slack I'm pulling in. How much on line I'm having to twist up to bring in the slack. Okay? Because I let it sit there for a little bit. Now your bobber will have a tendency to drift around a little bit in the lake. If it's just drifting, that's not a fish. It's when it bobs down or starts pulling, that's when you got a fish. Most likely with a bobber, if it's a big fish, it will pull it under or at least pull it around a little bit. Sometimes you get a small fish, it just tugs on it a little bit, and that's about it. All right. Now next I'm going to demonstrate fishing off the bottom in a lake. I'll show you how that's done. Cut.